All right? So have you ever been in a situation where you've come around to somebody's house and they are not expecting you, but you arrive and everything is immaculate and you are like, what? People live like this? Well, exactly, right? The thought of unexpected guests for somebody like me who's a natural disaster, who can trash a space in 20 seconds is terrifying. But something happened to me the other day and I want to share with you some of the things that have added up to me not having that fear anymore. Unexpected guest, I'm not afraid anymore. So in the not too distant past, if somebody was to send me a message that they'd be round in 10 minutes. Computer, unexpected visitor.
Red alert. Eliminate visual clutter and set bathrooms to stun.
Everyone in the house would have to drop what they were doing and the mess would be scooped up, hidden away. I'm talking putting dirty pans in the oven, scooping the floor up, hiding it in a cupboard, quick toilet scrub, and they arrive to a semi-decent looking home thinking that I'm put together, but the reality is I'm a total mess. And the other day I had a message that somebody had to come round and they would be here in about 30 minutes or something. This was totally COVID secure and required because of a safety issue. I needed a builder to come and look at an issue that needed to be dealt with as a matter of urgency. But I immediately jumped into action. I was in full panic mode, but as I went from room to room, there was nothing to do. There were a couple of dishes that were draining that just needed to be popped away, but genuinely there was nothing to do. You know what? I was guest ready in a few minutes, and in the past I could have spent days before I would be comfortable with a guest coming into my home. Minutes, literally minutes this time. When did this happen? When did I stop living like a slob? Well, I think the change was gradual and a combination of things. Some of the stuff that I've shared with you guys on previous videos, on decluttering, just taking stuff out of my space, having less inventory to manage so that I've actually got less to clean up, if that makes sense. But there's been this really cool mantra that I don't know where it came from, but I've been using, and that is, what would a tidy person do? In the scenario of normal Karen or previous Karen, old Karen, I used to use the last piece of toilet paper, and because I'm not a monster, I would change the roll. But the bad habit would be to leave the inner cardboard tube kind of on the sink or the back of the loo or somewhere for future me to go and tidy up. A tidy person would just go and put that cardboard tube in the bin there and then. I bring my plate to the kitchen, but my old habit was to leave it on the counter without being scraped, because either future me or whoever's doing the dishwasher can scrape it and put it in the dishwasher. If I'm exhausted when I come home and I want to get into my PJs, I would just strip off, drop my clothes where they landed, and then on my weekend warrior cleaning, I'd scoop everything up and put that in the wash. A tidy person would just put them in the hamper or bring them to the laundry room. It's just a case of stopping, recognizing your bad habit and saying, okay, well, what would a tidy person do in this state? And just taking that extra 1 second to go and do it right first time. So I'm basically trying to stop doing those things that add up to a messy space, and trying to think, okay, rather than take your coat off and leaving it on the end of the stairs, just take 3 extra steps and pop it into the cupboard. And as much as possible, I'm trying to bring things so that it's easy to put them away, that the put away space is close to the use space. But fundamentally, just the mantra of what would a tidy person do seems to have been making huge impacts. And genuinely, when I found that I could have a guest at a moment's notice, I knew that all of this stuff was worth it. If you wanted some more practical examples, there's other videos coming and some that we've already put up. But genuinely, if you can just spend one day today or another day if today's a bad day. I don't want to pressure you. But if you decide, okay, for one day, I'm just going to keep saying, okay, what would a tidy person do? And see if that makes an impact. And try to then, if it works for you, elongate that over the next month and find if you just needed to switch a switch in your mind and try to behave like a tidy person. Let's make this a dialogue. So today I would like to ask you, how long do you think it would take you to get your place in order if you had a message from a visitor? So pop that in the comments and we can see if we can reduce that in the future. So my name's Karen, this is The Agile Life. I'm really enthusiastic that this is a trigger for me to become a much more tidy person, and I hope that you get those same benefits. It's been lovely chatting to you. I really hope to chat to you again soon. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.